Take one.
Check.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Neighborly Homestead. We are not on the homestead today. We're actually away for a family wedding down in Pennsylvania. And at the time of this recording, everybody's getting together to go to the International Firewood Expo at Ohio Joe's. And we wish we were going. But by the time you see this video, it'll be the Monday after. So we hope that everybody that went had a good time. Like I said, we had planned on going, and then plans changed. So we're staying at a really nice Airbnb down here in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Just absolutely beautiful country down here. I will throw in some video clips of around the property here. Apparently they must have done some logging. Some massive white oak trees that they took around this house and stuff. Just absolutely huge. Kind of makes me wish I was down here to cut firewood. So there's a mountain of firewood, or piles of logs and rounds and stuff that could be made into firewood. It's not firewood yet, but it's real nice wood. I wish we were closer to home and be able to take it home with us, but that's not gonna happen. So I'll throw those clips in. So the main purpose for this video, Daniel Atkins called out the woodhound community to well, he asked a question for the woodhound community. He wants to know, what has firewood done for you other than heat your home? And then a few other YouTube channels have done this video. Russ from Willie's Firewood was one of the ones that did it, and he called us out, gave us an assignment to do this, and we haven't had a chance to do it. Everybody's been getting their replies out on videos. So I feel like we're a little late to the party, but better late than never. This is the first chance we've had being away, and we will, I guess we're going to do it now. But do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Well, we can just use it as a conversation.
Okay, we can do that too. So how?
We'll give them a backstory.
So a little bit of my backstory. Growing up, my parents had a wood stove in the house. It actually was a right-way wood stove, wood furnace that was in the basement. And I remember helping with firewood at a very young age. And I just couldn't wait to get out there and actually, you know, run a saw and gather the wood and all that kind of stuff. One of my greatest memories as a child, growing up doing firewood, was every fall we would haul the wood from the woodshed that we had behind the garage to the house, and we'd put it down a wooden ramp that went into the window well in the basement. So my job was either using the lawnmower that we had, pulling a wagon, or as I got a little older, I had a little wheel horse tractor, and I pulled that wagon, just did a loop from the woodshed to the house, and like on a Saturday, and it's all I'd do. And by the time I got done, I'd have a path beat down right in the grass. And I loved it. I just absolutely loved doing that. And then I remember also going on, you know, little trips with my dad with a truck and a trailer or whatever to, you know, pick up some wood somewhere, and or he'd get some stuff dropped off at the house, or we always had trees getting cut and that sort of thing. And you know, the theory of just a little bit every day, it really did go a long way. You know, because Dad would come home from work and work on it every night, you know, and that kind of thing. So, but I remember running the splitter, running the handle. I loved doing that. And my dad taught me a lot about reading the wood, knowing which way to split a piece that had maybe a crotch in it, which way the grain was going, and how to get it to split the way you wanted it to. So, and then fast forward a number of years, once I bought my own house, I had a wood stove and I was doing wood for myself. And then me and my brother-in-law, we got into doing some bulk firewood sales. I was getting wood from a tree service, a couple different tree services. We were going picking it up in the city, and we had more wood than we knew what to do with. It just got to the point we didn't have the time. So, and then fast forwarding a number of years later, Sarah and I met. Firewood almost kept us from not meeting. Doing firewood with my brother-in-law for bulk sales. We were busy doing wood that night, the night that I was supposed to go and on a blind date. Well, it wasn't really a blind date.
Who was blind? It was me.
It wasn't really a blind date.
Right, you knew.
Some friends of ours, mutual friends, knew both parties and basically were trying to set us up. But I knew she was coming. She didn't know I was coming, but I wasn't definite on if I was coming or not.
Yeah. I was going to be there because I was going to meet my friend's boyfriend. But yeah, so I was blind, and I was on my way to in between colleges, so I was not looking for anything. So anyways, firewood could have kept us apart, but
So
could have kept us apart.
I
but
opted to stop doing firewood that night to go meet Sarah. So, and I'm very glad I did.
the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history. So,
Here we are today.
so that's one thing that not doing firewood has done for me, but that wasn't the question.
That's a tulip tree.
Don't be distracted. This is on film here. So fast forwarding a little bit more, we did firewood just to keep ourselves warm in the winter, have campfires, that sort of thing. But
That's not the question that.
I know. So we've continued doing firewood and got more into, well, making maple syrup. We use quite a bit of wood. So that's something that firewood has done for me, is it's not necessarily gotten me into maple syrup, but it's given me a way to use up some wood that's less desirable, stuff that's harder to carry into the house, stuff that I can clean up around the yard, clean up in the woods. And it's not so much just doing firewood. But lose my train of thought. I've always had this like thing in my head that's driven me to want to help clean up the woods. I see trees down, I see wood on the ground. It drives me to want to clean it up. I just feel like I have to do my part. So doing syrup, I'm using the wood that you wouldn't normally bring into your house. I'm splitting limb wood. I'm burning the chunks. So it is giving me an avenue to use that kind of wood that would otherwise just lay and rot. The other thing is firewood has gotten us into a couple roadside stands. We have one in front of our family business that we sell some loose wood and bundle wood out of, some kindling. Started with that, then we gained another location for a roadside stand that some friends do the same thing there. We've been doing those the last couple of years. This year we have the opportunity to pick up a third location. And it's just really cool because it's a family affair. Kids are involved. Ian does the kindling. The other kids like helping him with that. Just hearing their little business models and stuff is cute, listening to them.
Their ideas, what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So So the roadside stand thing has been a lot of fun. Gets the kids involved. It's just another way to get them active and involved with the wood, other than saying, well, if you want to be warm this winter, you better get your rear end out here and help, because
Right.
they don't always like hearing that. But if they can get paid, that helps a little bit. But it's also a motivator. You know, getting the money from the stands is some play money. You know, I've heard some of the other guys on different channels mention this as well. You know, we want to go out for ice cream, we want to go out to eat, you want to go, you know, go to Boonville to the Woodsman's Days. Past couple of years, that money from the roadside stands has paid our, you know, our ticket to get in. It's done some stuff, buying some things, different whatever, I don't know, different trinkets and
Yep.
saw parts and that sort of thing when we go to a show like that. So we've had a lot of fun with that. I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that. You've still got to answer what Firewood's done for you.
You already.
I'm doing all the talking, but
But it's creating a strong bond between the kids and us.
Ian especially, he really likes Firewood. He really likes working with it. I mean, you guys see him in the videos with me splitting and that sort of thing, more so than the others. He really enjoys it. He likes going to the woods and doing all that. So it's really, that's one thing too, is it's given me time with him, with the other kids. It's given me time with Sarah, because we all enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's just a great family time. Even if we're not talking, we're together
Yeah.
and we're doing something.
Yeah, we don't have to talk. We can just be
so-
together and
We all work well together. We're not like arguing about which way things should be or whatever. It all works. So
that's right.
I guess really to answer what Firewood has done for me is it's given me extra time with my kids outside. Even though we're working, we're having fun. Doing maple syrup, that is something I really, really enjoy, and you guys probably saw that in my videos this year. The biggest thing for me, and I did not mention yet, well, there's two things. The first one is it is a major stress reliever for me. I don't want to say I have a super stressful job at work, but in a family business, managing people, dealing with customers, you know, trying to meet deadlines and do quotes and all that kind of stuff, you know, it definitely comes with a level of stress that you need to get away from. And as stressful as Firewood can be sometimes, not knowing if you have enough inventory or if you're going to have enough wood to sell, if you're going to sell it, are you going to be able to get it there, all that kind of stuff. Even, you know, as stressful as those times can be, there's just something about being in the wood yard, running a saw, running a splitter, and feeling a huge sense of accomplishment, looking at the wood pile that you started with and then seeing what the end result is, whether it's a pile of splits or a stack or baskets, whatever it may be. It's very satisfying, and to me it's almost soothing. And the last thing for me is Firewood really is what got me into YouTube. I had a while back, I had gotten sick for a little while, and nothing real serious, just didn't really have a total handle on what was going on, but I was home for a little while and off of work, and just got tired of watching TV because there was nothing on. And YouTube is what I was drawn to, and I was just constantly drawn to watching Firewood videos because that was what I really wanted to be doing. I was wishing that I was outside doing firewood. And I just started watching some of the channels like Ohio Joe and Outdoors with the Morgans, and, you know, started with a lot of them guys. And then started finding all these other channels that now I watch even more so. You know, Russ with Willie's Firewood and Jeremiah with Outdoors in the 608. And then Todd's outside again. A lot of these guys that I started watching earlier, and I just felt like I learned a lot from watching these different channels, and I got to thinking, you know, if I could learn something from them, there was a good chance that somebody could learn something from me. At least I was hoping. Because everybody has their own way of doing things, you know, and sometimes it just takes seeing a different way of doing something that gives you an idea to kind of spin off of and do your own little twist on it. And I had a few different opportunities of people trying to get me to start a channel. Ohio Joe was one of them. But I really didn't feel the nudge until meeting Phil and Karen from Allen Family Firewood up at Boonville at the Woodsman's Field Days. And they kind of pushed me over the edge. Because I did an interview with them, and they basically took it as we had a channel, we had videos kids were in and all that kind of stuff doing Kindle, and that was the stuff we were telling them that we did, but we didn't actually have any videos of any of us doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like, cool, here you go, you guys are on your own. And that's where we started. And it was fun. It was nerve-wracking in the beginning trying to figure out how to do the videos and put everything online, all that, but now it's, you know, it's pretty easy, and I'm having fun with the editing and that. So honestly, doing Firewood got me into YouTube, and I'm just having a ball with it. There's so many of you out there that are watching us and commenting us all of our videos, interacting. It's just great. There's just a level of friendship with these people that you'd never even met, but you feel like you know them. It's, and I hope that I get to meet a lot of our viewers and different channels someday. You know, I look forward to that. Yeah, it's a fun thing. We're having, you know, having a good time with it.
Yes, we are.
So,
yeah.
You got anything you want to add to that?
I can't do that. So, like, I guess bonding, family bonding time, and then not only bonding as a family, but we're teaching the kids work ethic as well. That I think is very important for us. And just even like the kids get up in the morning, and it's family bonding time once again, because we like to catch up on some YouTube videos before we start our day. And so the kids look forward to that. It's become a tradition. I think that is something that Firewood has kind of done for us, is the kids are all about tradition. And along with tradition, it's bonding time. And there's also a sense of motivation. Watching other YouTubers gives us that motivation and that encouragement that we can do it just for fun.
Yeah, and it gives us ideas for other videos too, because watching you guys kind of gives us ideas on different things to do and angles to show. And
yep. So you're helping us be creative. We didn't know that we were into digital creating. So I mean, I
am not the type of person that wants to do public speaking or get up in front of a bunch of people and talk. And Sarah's even been surprised that I would want to do this, sit in front of a camera. I'm just talking to myself, but later on you guys are listening. So,
and I'm the complete opposite. I'd rather go and talk in front of like a meeting for, you know, either at church or 4-H or FFA, and do something like that, and that doesn't bother me. But
I think for me it's just because it's not in the here and now. I'm doing it on the camera and you guys see it later, and it's just after that it's like, oh well.
Yeah, and you could, yeah.
But
and then I guess the last thing I can think of that Firewood has done for us is growth. Just seeing where we've started, even the knowledge that the kids have gotten, where they started and where they are now, and what they would like to do, and just growth within making things easier for us. You know, work hard. Is it work harder? No, work smarter rather than harder. It's just, I guess those are my words that Firewood has done for us. Family bonding time, traditions, creating traditions, motivation, and creativity and growth. That sums up Firewood for me.
Yep. And mine, just as a recap, would be a stress reliever, the family bonding time with the whole family, the kids especially. Seeing the kids grow and learn just the process and figuring things out.
Oh, and can't forget about safety.
And then, teaching them about safety and being around equipment and all that kind of stuff. And then YouTube, getting into YouTube. Because doing YouTube definitely gets you a little bit outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But we just want to say thank you. Appreciate you guys for watching. All the interaction and the comments that we get on our videos. I love it. I love reading what you guys got to say, and I do my best to try to reply to you, and I really enjoy that. So, but stay tuned. We're gonna have some new stuff coming on the channel.
Yay!
I got another piece of equipment coming, and I'll back up a little bit, because when we talked about watching YouTube as a family with the kids, we don't watch TV.
No.
We paid for TV for a long time. Got to the point we couldn't stand
what was on TV.
what was on, because it was just garbage. There half the time was nothing on that was of any interest anyways. So Sarah bartered with me, or whatever you want to call it. She basically told me it was
I made a deal.
She made a deal with me.
Yeah.
Last year in January, when the new year came, she said, "You cancel the TV, I'll let you order your box wedge for your splitter."
Yep.
So that was motivation for me.
But let's back up, because you said it was a year I had to plant the seed, and we didn't do anything. And then it's like push come to shove, and it
took a little bit, and I didn't think she was serious. I think that was part of it. So
our life's better without it.
And then I didn't jump on it right away and order it immediately. I waited a little while, and that set me back a little bit too, because I missed the boat on Eastonmade being able to bring it to Boonville with them.
Yep.
But oh well, they were able to ship it. They ship stuff every day. So
lesson learned.
So we've been without TV for it's almost a year and a half.
Yep.
And used that money that we saved from the TV to buy the pizza box wedge for our 1222 Eastonmade splitter. And kind of continued that theory a little bit, putting some of that money that you could have spent somewhere else and just keeping it into the family equipment or wood yard, that sort of thing. And we've also, whatever money's been left from the roadside stands, rolled that into the new equipment that's coming, that we're going to be having on the channel here. So, but like we said before, just thank you guys for watching.
Yep.
Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I don't like preaching all that every time, every video. You guys know what to do. If you like us, you're going to stick around. If you don't,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. But and thank you, Russ from Willie's Firewood, for challenging us to do this. Daniel Atkins, great topic.
Yeah.
Glad you put this out there for everybody to consider doing videos on, and just discussion between us all. It's a great thing, just getting people interacting.
And thanks to Phil and Karen for giving us the real shove
off the cliff.
Yep, to get into this.
Yep. So yeah. All right.
Is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya. All right, guys. So the Airbnb that we're staying at, this stump is in the yard. The size of that thing. Big old white oak. I stood up on top of it, and from this side to that side was almost 6 feet across. It was split into 2 trees. The size of that thing, just massive. But I'll show you this too. So there was another one that got caught. That was split into 2 trees, it looks like. The stump is just massive. But look at this pile of wood. We're away on a little mini vacation. And that is just a pile of white oak grounds and logs and cut-offs. Makes me wish I could take it home with me. Just shoved in a heap with a bunch of brush. There's like a little logging road down here. It's another white oak ground. There. You can see stuff way down in the woods there. But you can see the path just goes way down throughout the woods there. All right, so we walked to the other side of the house here, and look at this one. Another big white oak. I can't even. Just huge. Must have been a big tree. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there.